What is up, everybody? Welcome. It is yet another day. How's everybody doing today? We got DJ Furby. Hello. Kitties. Christian. Your Casual Radio. Vivian. Oh, thanks for moderating. Kokichi. Beta Pop. Lion, what's going on? How you been? Henry Connor. Hi. Mella Morris. Hi. Kayla, what's going on? Ollie, what's going on? Hey. More Apollo Justice indeed. We're moving on to Turnabout Serenade. We saw the beginning of it last time. Looks like it's going to be another murder case. This game came out in 2007. Yeah, I do believe so. I think it came out on the DS first. And then it came out on the 3DS later on. And I think it's also on mobile. I think you can get this on the iOS. Is it on Android too? I don't know. I don't have Android. I'm making sprites for my gacha. What's up? A gacha Instarampa. Nice. Dude, somebody asked me the other day. They were like, how come you don't react to gacha content anymore? And the reason why is because I just haven't found any good videos. Like I feel like I've kind of ran through the videos that I really wanted to watch that was in the gacha community. It's not that I hate gacha or anything. I just haven't found any new videos, or no one's even recommended me any new videos either, so. Yeah, it's on Android. Nice. I saw that Redemption's epilogue is starting sometime in less than 2 weeks. Don't remember how long it was since I saw that timer. Yeah, it is. I saw that too. Javier's guitaring was fire. Yeah, it was. Because I'm getting Bing, you had a head warning. This is the dumbest, most ridiculous case in the game, and that's why I love it. Well, that's gonna be fun then. I'm in a good mood today because I got roasted. Or, oh no, wait, you roasted Miu like 100 times today. Okay, Kokichi. That's funny. Aftonia! Thank you so much for the membership, dude. I appreciate it. Much love. You're awesome. Welcome to the Ultimates. What's up, Cursed Child? What's up, little Timmy? All right, I think we should start it pretty soon. Or probably right now. Let's do it now. Is that Sam too? Sam's here? Hi, what is up? Thank you for the dono, the $10. I hope you're doing good. Hey, Ablaze, how's it going? Who's gonna say it too?
Hey, Ablaze, how's it going?
It's going great, man. Thank you so much for the dono. Life has been actually pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I've just been a lot more positive lately. I don't know what's up with that. I hope life's been treating y'all good in the chat. Everybody here. More Clavier time. Oh, my heart. It's beating for him. Oh, my God. We're in love with Clavier today. I'm seeing it. I'm doing good. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, too. I'm glad to see you in chat. Thanks for stopping by. Even if it's just for a couple minutes, it doesn't matter. It's always nice to see a familiar face in chat. Okay. Let's start. Apollo. I said Apollo instead of YouTube. Oh, that's such a blooper. That would so be in my Let's Play. Like, I would put that in the bloopers if I did bloopers. YouTube. Okay, guys. Welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Welcome. It is forehead time. We're going to get into Turnabout Serenade. We checked out a little bit of it last time, so let's get back into it this time. Take two. Yeah, that was such a take two moment. Dude, I wish I actually included bloopers like in my Let's Plays or in my videos or something, because like I be messing up a lot. I think a lot of YouTubers do. It's like common to mess up a lot. Wait, did I not save? No, I did save, right? Okay, yeah, we can't go in the dressing room, right? Oh yeah, we can. Cool. July 7th, Gaviner's dressing room. Huh? Looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with this case too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock. We can do that. All right, let's look around. Nobody's in here right now, though. It's so dirty. Well, let's go back. stream on my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Sanity. Thanks for stopping by on your birthday. I hope your birthday has been good so far. What are you doing today? Isu, what's going on? Welcome. July 7th, Lami's dressing room. Oh, there's Emma. You're the person I'm looking for. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. Yeah, everybody say happy birthday to Sanity. Wish them a happy birthday. How old are you turning? You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? Lettuce did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. We don't want your snacks. Okay? Please. Think of poor Lami. Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great. Let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look? And she's not munching her snacks. Let's go. This bodes well. There are clues here. I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung. No spot unspotted. Oh yeah, we're gonna examine. Let's go. I am super excited for this. Emma eat a Kit Kat? I don't know what her snacks are. They are like, they look really gross. Somebody said they look like poop. They kind of do. Hey. Raven, thank you so much for the dono. Hey, Ablaze, your content has been helpful towards my mental health. Aww, that's so nice. Whenever you're streaming, either it's Danganronpa fan games or Ace Attorney, I feel happier just watching your content. Keep it up. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you so much, Raven. I appreciate you. Thanks for the dono and thanks for just being here and enjoying the content. I do it for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you. Well, also myself too, because it helps me out also. You know, I feel like I've gained a lot of confidence through streaming and just doing YouTube videos in general. I was a very shy person before I started doing YouTube. I didn't have very many friends or anything like that. I was always to myself. So YouTube really helped me get out of my box. So hopefully I can help you guys too. Ooh, Apollo, can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know. But still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. You want snacks too? You got snacks. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat. Right. Whoa, stop it. Are you two crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Please, grow up. I love this. This dynamic is amazing, dude. What's this poster? Let's see. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Looks like a poster for a different show. One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. Really? You want to see that? Trucy needs Snickers. Emma eats Scooby snacks. They look disgusting. They are combo snacks. I remember those. Do they still sell combos? I never see them like in gas stations or convenience stores anymore. I remember those things being kind of gross. Apollo. Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV. Yeah, a wide flat screen TV. I want one of those. You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was, then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Great, just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? Yo, this is shining a bad light on lawyers, on attorneys. It's basically saying attorneys are broke. Don't people go to college to be an attorney so they can make good money? What's up, Shadow Zodiac? Thanks for coming. What is Legal Eagle? Huh? Another ladder. Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the step ladder, more worried about why it's here. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling? No, maybe to go into that vent right there that's right above it? Possibly? I still say it's a step ladder. The step ladder joke's back, by the way. Gotta love it. Are these Bullet holes? Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch. Sounds painful. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. Well, the lawyers here always steal the prosecutor's heart, so... Scrum debate. A YouTube channel? I don't watch him, but I know of him. I need to look him up later then. That sounds kind of cool. Does he talk about, like, legal things? What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies. Nothing. It's nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? Eh? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small. Not the killer about your size, Trucy. I didn't do it. Eh? I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you. I know. Of course I don't think you did it. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Leave me alone. What's up, Gotcharampa? They literally vented? That's what we're thinking. Possibly. Oh, wait, is there more to this room? Hold on. Oh, no, I don't want to move. I want to examine. Sorry. There's more here? What did I map that button? Okay. Oh, yeah, here. The body. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right. A big .45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't... Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know. You were there. You were in front of me. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. That's what Trucy just said. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? Maybe. Okay, I just need to say this real quick. I like how we're investigating a murder scene right now. And the music, it's just like jam. It's bopping right now. Like I'm just sitting here, do. You know what I mean? That's like this guy's body is just laying there and blood's everywhere. There's bullet holes in the wall. There's a gun, you know what I mean? This is like the most like, this is not the music you play in this specific moment. Danganronpa music, basically. That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No. You should go first, Trucy. Really. Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's munching on snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Not the snackoos. He left a dying message, though. Let's check that out. What is that? Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do. Yep. You sure about that? Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? Oh, I guess, I can't investigate that any further. Can I look at anything else? Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks at me you'd like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're going to run out of them. That's a threat. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. See there, he's holding something. What's this? A key ring? What the heck? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual key ring, and what unusual keys. Yeah, that doesn't look like something that he would have. That looks really girly. But hey, we're not judging here. We're not judging. I'm just saying. This could be a vital clue. Keyring added to the court record. Maybe he likes heart key rings. That's completely fine. Is there anything else to look at? Look, there's a little window over here. Maybe the killer escaped through that. That looks so small, though. It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. I mean, here's my theory on that, though. They could have possibly shot through that little window. But then again, why is the gun in the room? Yes, taste in key rings. Not to mention it only opens a crack. What? I was just saying it's possible. Right. No harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it is impossible. You could peek into the room through it, though, you know. Is that like a ring light? This is one of those things, right? At the barbers? A permanent dryer. Oh, it looks like a ring light. Dang. I'm stupid. Want me to curl those bangs of yours? Oh, of course. No thanks. What do you mean, Apollo? We need to look good. Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know. I think Apollo would look nice with some bangs. How do you guys feel? He's Xehanort. He's collecting the Keyblades. Maybe they threw it? That's a good point. Wait, a vent? Maybe they threw a ball like Kaede? Never mind, there isn't a ball anywhere. Nope, Kokichi, there isn't. What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant. Not sure I approve. It'd be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh, the flower fell off. What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma? It's fine. I'll just put it back, see? How scientific. She's not doing a very good job. All right, let's see if we can talk to her now. Give Apollo a beanie? Apollo would look good in a beanie. I agree. Mr. Roman Lettuce, wasn't it? He was Lami's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lami. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks. He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I would win in a fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We've sent a request to the Borginian embassy for more info on him. You know, I will say this about this game. They did a way better job with Emma's character. I already liked Emma in Rise from the Ashes, but at the same time, like, I feel like it was an acquired taste. I feel like she wasn't very likable in that game. I liked her, but I could understand why other people wouldn't. But I feel like in this game, she has so much more personality. She has a way better role. She definitely fits the... I don't know, she just feels a lot better in this one. So he didn't get a very good impression of this country, I guess. No. Apollo needs to be a Danganronpa pro tag. I agree. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? That window's a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. Maybe they know magic. Maybe it really is Lami. I don't expect a kid to be all mature and crap. Yeah, but you would think that I would like her in the way that I liked Maya in the first game, in the original game. But maybe she just wasn't a good partner character. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they should have done what they did in this game, where she was more of a side character. You know what I mean? Like a supporting character, kind of like a gumshoe. Because that's what she feels like in this one. She feels like a gumshoe. Rise from the Ashes, Emma. She's pretty good, but feels like she could be improved. Apollo just as Emma. The kid grew up be the best detective besides Gumshoe. I think they made her too much like Maya and that was the problem. Yeah, exactly. They wanted you to feel that same way that you felt with Maya, and it's just like it didn't work out too well. She feels like her own character in this one. So this is the murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You could still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair. Tell us. It's just something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? Should I examine it? Looks like a gun to me. Maybe she's seeing something that I'm not seeing? The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. That's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see? Revolver. Revolver. That sounds a bit like Wonder Bar. What? Especially if you say it really fast. I guess Wonder Bar, Wonder Bar, Wonder Bar, revolver, revolver. Wait, what? I don't see it. You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver. What? There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. So many different words. So many different people. People like Trucy. Oh boy. Trucy, are you okay? I don't know. See, Trucy feels like a Maya for sure, right? Like she definitely fits that role pretty well. The hell is she saying? Nobody knows. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right. It's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I thought it was hard to get guns in Japan. I mean, this is Japanifornia, so it's kind of hard to get guns in California too. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem? There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah. Say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder, so you gotta be kind of strong. Or just skilled in general with this gun. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used this revolver, and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high caliber weapon? Interesting. Okay, maybe we need to dip out of here now. Double tap like in the zombie movies. I think she is trying to say that, Oo. Gumshoe's salary has been cut so much by rival prosecutors that this cup ramen noodles have a loan on them. I'm dead. July 7th, in the wings. The stage looks empty. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin. Oh well, nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess. I guess he's not here yet. That sucks. Oh my god, Trucy's learning German for Clavier. How cute. Gotta love it. Maybe I missed something in here. I talked to her about everything that I know so far. What's this on the floor? Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma. You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please?" Are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh. Aw. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy. It's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It is hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Huh? Oh, actually, we have to... Great, thanks. Oh, man. She left. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great. How am I supposed to investigate? Oh, well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go. Time's a wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... On second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh no, this is a bad idea, isn't it? Of course it will. Let's go. This is a bad idea. I don't think we should leave the body by itself. July 7th, backstage hallway. Who are you? Who's there? What the? That dude looked cool. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? So yeah, is that your dad? Your real dad? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. What the heck? That dude came out of nowhere. Sorry I'm late. I'll be in and out, moving into college. Hey, do your thing, Barbie. I realize now that Emma is 10 years older than Trucy. Dang. It doesn't even seem like that either. What is it with you today? Problem after problem. Actung. You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Gaviners, Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. That's a string of bad luck. Is his name Daya? Is that how you pronounce it? And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours? Who are you calling tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. A spat? One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hiya. You see that? You see how he smiled? You see how he smiled? As soon as he saw Apollo, he's like, hey baby, what you doing? Look at that. Look, he's sewing off to us. He's sewing off. Look, he went from mean to now he's like, he's trying to get us. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait, you were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Borginia, Detective Crescend. Right. Anything else? What did he just call him? Detective? Wait, that's a detective? Ah, greetings. Darian Crescend, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello? Criminal Affairs? What? Why you got the Millennium Puzzle on your jacket, by the way? You really don't know anything about the Gaviners, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. What that hair do? Why his head look like a rocket pop? It really does. It really does look like a rocket pop. I'm so mad. I remember getting those darn things when the ice cream truck would come around. About the crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder. What else? Oh, that. For me, today's been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case? Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Lettuce than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Furloin Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. Maybe. I love the song. Yeah, me too. His theme song's amazing. What in the Shadow the Hedgehog looking hair? Darian walks so Mondo could ride. Exactly. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day, they pack heat, but by night, they heat up the stage. By day, those lips interrogate. By night, they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. Okay. The list of hits goes on and on. This here's my right hand man, Darian Crescend. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. Oh, I thought you would play guitar. What the heck? He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I'd hope Murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today? A disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed a cue. The missed cue? They were arguing about that before. Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. These names are so comedic. I love them. They're an all-boy band. Oh, they only have guys in it? I like it. Man about to awaken the pharaoh with that millennial puzzle on him. I know, that's what I'm saying. What's this Miss Q you're talking about? Aha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See? No amateur's gonna pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. I have one. We use it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. Hey, Nix, what's going on? They're all connected to the police. That's the least punk rock thing in existence. I know, right? This is but one of the devices used in recordings. Hey! We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. Use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Can I actually play with that? That would be cool. That's dope. That's so cool. Wow, neat. So, could you say hear only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. Right. You want help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the bottommost bar. Like so. Okay, that's kind of cool, low key. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. I heard like the drums like fall off for a second. Yeah, it was right there. Ah, the time is a little off, isn't it? You see? There, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, her amateur. You will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the missing cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty party. Is this where the game's like, all right, this is on DS, so we need to use the screens because, you know, a DS game, so 2 screens. So let's put this in so you can use the touchscreen. That's why I hated the original DS. The original DS was so bad, dude. It was just so gimmicky. But how? Did I not just explain it? Use these sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Then you'll find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use the sliders to adjust volumes. Press the section of the song you wish to hear on the bottom bar. Sliders in the bar, got it. Once you found the guilty party, or the guilty part, press the corresponding number. Time to rock. Now, I will say the one game that I did like on DS was the Metroid game that came out on there. That was actually really fun. I really just have 2 DS consoles, a pink and a blue one. Oh, I like the pink one. Pink one's cute. I think the 3DS just did it a lot better because a lot of, well, the funny thing about that is a lot of games when the 3DS game came out, I guess developers were just like, you know what, screw the touchscreen on the 3DS. So most games just used the touchscreen as like a map for the most part. Most of the games that I played, it was just used for a map. It's like they stopped caring. Oh, this is cool. I mean, this is pretty much what I do on my mixer all the time. All right, let's just turn all of it down, and then I think it... Hey. 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 Hey, I like how that sounds, low-key. The 3DS gimmick overpowered its touchscreen. True. Oh, I forgot the 3DS even had the 3D gimmick. I forgot all about it, to be honest. I never used it. Oh, is it like, wait, how does this even work? Hold on, game, stop. Wait, what? This part sounds a little off. Let's see. Her forehead. Yes. Let me guess. You got a D in high school. I'm just trying to understand how this works, dude. How do you know? This part is perfection. Absolute perfection. I'd bet all the royalties from my last platinum selling album on it. The guilty part is elsewhere. Yeah, I know. You sold a bazillion records. Focus, Apollo. I'll cheer you on. Actually, it's probably better if you stay quiet. Let's give this another shot. Okay. I think I know what I need to do now. Something sounds off there. Yeah, like this sounds off right here. Can I present this? I want to say, wait, whoa. I got a purple 3DS. I always wanted that one. Is it this one? That's my guess. Okay, yeah, that's right. Cool. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Well, that's all you have to say. That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Yay. Wait, do I have to walk around with this mixing board now? I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love? Javier, there's a person dead and you got us talking about freaking the guitars and stuff. Hit theme song, one of the best. Great song for sure. Can I present anything to him? Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about that right now. Of course you're not. Even I can only take so much in one day. Funny, I always thought of Prosecutor Gavin as one of those cool, stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong was I? You were wrong. Fun fact, there's a full version of Guilty Love and Apollo's in the lyrics. Really? This is crazy. Is that why this ship is so hard? That's crazy. All right, do I need to move? Or do I need to examine? Wow, that piano looks much bigger up close up. Machi played so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. He's a keyboardist. Hey, what's up, Rage? How you been? Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with the sound. Why, guess when we can fiddle? Let's see here. Don't touch that. A healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says. They should require parental testing, clearly. Honestly, I love the original 3DS, but its third party was stronger than its first party. And for the 3DS, it's vice versa for the parties. You mean you liked the original DS? I thought a lot of the games on the original DS were kind of bad. Like, I remember they had Mario 64 on there. That was interesting. That was a good game. What else did I even have on that? I think I had an Animal Crossing on that. Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of third-party games on there. He looks like he'd about only having 4 ice cubes in his drink instead of 5. Yeah, that's a good point. What a big stage. It's on a whole other scale than the Wonder Bar. The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert. I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday. Just hold back on the lights for my eyes' sake, please. You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about lights. You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing the magic. I'm one of those people, though. I only buy Nintendo handhelds for Pokemon. For the most part. Like, when it came to like the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color, the DS, the 3DS, Pokemon was on all of those for me. Like, I bought all of the Pokemon games, and that's pretty much all I would play on my handheld. Pokemon pretty much ruled handhelds for me. What's up, Munchkins? Have you heard of Ghost Trick? Isn't that other game that the Phoenix Wright creator made? It's like another like murder mystery type game, or it's a mystery game, one of the two. The 3DS had better games to me, but to each their own. The 3DS had way better games, for sure. The 3DS's library is crazy. I don't know what else to do here. I have heard of Professor Layton. He doesn't want to talk about anything. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That. Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. Oh, this is yours? I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? He's got good taste. He's got good taste. I told you we don't judge here. I love that. I knew it. Apollo. How can he make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks. Anyway. So where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? What? The victim? You mean Mr. Lettuce had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. Yeah, me either. Emma's right about the fop. I'll give her that. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Furloin? Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna commit a war crime by saying this. I'm sorry, but I couldn't get into Pokemon, period. Really? But the DS Pokemon games are better than the 3DS ones? Changed my mind? Sheesh. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. I don't know. I think X and Y changed Pokemon. Let's be honest, like when X and Y came out, it was pretty revolutionary when it came to the online content, right? There was not a lot of, obviously there wasn't any Pokemon games before that you could really go online. I mean, the DS, it kind of had like a BS online kind of thing that going on, but it wasn't as good as the 3DS, obviously, right? I don't even know, could you go online on the DS? I couldn't on mine, at least. But yeah, 3DS definitely changed the game for Pokemon. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting. And something about your guitar case being busted. X and Y is my favorite. You'll see a lot of people in your guys' generation say that X and Y is where they started. And that they liked it. You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring... It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. Up right on stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Yeah, I did too. Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Lettuce's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like this. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Lettuce dies. Yes, and? Could it all really be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. Somebody's trying to kill him. I don't know. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Furloin? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's and all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today. Well, I have. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring and the guitar and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up, if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Hey, sometimes you have to bluff. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? Oh, crap. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm really excited for Scarlet and Violet. Me too. I'm a total outsider to Pokemon. Honestly, it's not an interest of mine. I feel that. Everyone's favorite is the generation they started mostly. Yeah, it's just like Final Fantasy. It's like all of those really long-running series, you know. Usually the game that you start off with, it's your favorite game, right? I know a lot of Final Fantasy fans, they like 13 because they just started off with 13 recently, like within the last, what, 10 years or so. I know a lot of people like me like 7 because 7 was the first game that I played. With Pokemon, I love Gen 1 because I started with Gen 1. So, yeah, with those long-running series like that, yeah, usually it's where people start. That's some bad memories for me. I still love it. I'm still mad at my brother lying to me about what water is weak to, and I somehow struggled against the Water Elite Four with a dang Mega Venusaur. I think the best gen, though, for Pokemon would be Gen 5, though. Hello, Blaze. How are you? Hi, Amari. How you been? Okay, let's see. What's this? To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Okay. Then we have the revolver, the keyring, the brooch. What about the lyric sheet? When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure, pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Okay, fire. I guess that would have to do with the guitar. Take my life away. I guess that would have to do with Mr. Lettuce dying. Guitar, up together to this. Okay, maybe it's this. It's this, isn't it? Yes, it is this. A lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Froloin hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. I like his sprites, they're cool. Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Froloin? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to the song. What? No way. Bro, I want that onesie that he's got on, man. I used to play all Pokemon games since Red Blue, but I dropped out at Sword and Shield because I didn't have a Switch. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order that they occurred. While reading this lyric sheet, first, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys. And next, his guitar bursts into flames. Burning on in my heart, fire burned my love away. And then Mr. Lettuce was killed. Mr. Lettuce, I'm sorry. Like a bullet of love, fire take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today, here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Froloin. Aw, that's such a cute sprite! That sprite is cute!
Yes, sir. Yes,
She looks pleased.
Yes, sir.
The lyrics predicting the crime, Clavier. Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident, yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm gonna get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm gonna talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. Lettuce. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. That'd be funny if he had something to do with it, low-key. A foreign national. Mr. Lettuce was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we've got to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamy to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamy is now? Ah, I had her go to my dressing room. But that pianist, Machi, of course, she seemed rather shocked by Mr. Lettuce's sudden passing. The Gaviner's dressing room. Got it. Let's go. Let's go. They struck a down. Let us solve this mystery. Trucy is so cute. I agree with that. She is. She's adorable. July 7th, backstage hallway. Whoa! Why do you keep showing up? Who's there? Who the heck is that? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. That's not a word, Apollo. Dude, when he said pianist, I remembered Kaide for some reason. Wait, she's in Gavin's dressing room, sorry. My mistake. That man looks like Dora the Explorer's dad. Her other dad. Ah, Lami. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Lettuce has died. Lami, you speak? I mean, you speak English? Oh yeah, I just like put two and two together. What the freak? Somebody in the comment section in the last stream said that she was speaking in hieroglyphs. So, what's going on, Wins? How you been? Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Borginia, but I'm not Borginian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Lettuce your interpreter? Ah, that. Yes, well, it was Mr. Lettuce's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your pianist also? No, Machi is Borginian. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Lettuce? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Lettuce was... Trucy. Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said. Not a word. But Mr. Lettuce is Lami's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. All we've been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lami. I like calling him Lettuce, though. I like calling him Lettuce because his name is the pun of Roman lettuce. blame me for that. I caused him to pronounce him like that. I like it. Yeah, it is Wince's fault. Oh, the hieroglyphs are back. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he's not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright? Sure, of course. Machi has some Egyptian words. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? Oh! This is very calming. I like it. The Republic of Borginia. That's in Northern Europe, right? I've never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lami, you're not from Borginia originally? Were you born here? Well, oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Borginese in public. Image is important, I guess. She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. Bro, if Lami actually existed in 2022, she would be super canceled. She'd be super canceled. If people found out she was pretending to be Borganese, that'd be a huge issue. This landscape painter and sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the Siren of the Ballad, right? Yes, in Borganese. Lami means the siren. Oh, you're the siren! You're the one I'm supposed to be talking to! I fear that, perhaps, already I'm not the siren I once was. Alright, wait, hold on. Somebody said look at profiles. Of the new people? That's why. Unless they just added that now. Singer lauded as the siren of the ballad from the tiny country of Borginia. Oh, I actually didn't realize Machi was blind. I thought he was just wearing sunglasses for the heck of it. Guitarist for the Governors. His day job is as a detective in Criminal Affairs Division 3. He died after leaving me with his last words. Star prosecutor and leader vocalist for the rock group The Governors. Cool. A child. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. Yes, he's very European. That's so messed up to say. I met him while singing in restaurants in Borginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out why he said European in quotations like that too. Like, I don't know, Apollo, that was a little disrespectful. At first, I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Borginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are Lami. Together always. You know, like, I have a lot of friends who are from Europe, and if I just said like, man, you guys are very European, I don't think they'd be very happy about that. Or if like some of my Australian friends that I have, if I was just like, man, you're very Australian, man. Like, I don't think they'd be very happy about that. Mr. Blaze, are you still going to react to Dangan Crew? Yeah, of course. I can promise you the average European does not act like Machi. What the freak does she even mean by European? I don't know. No, actually, Trucy didn't say it. Apollo did. Mr. Lettuce was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Lettuce at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter? Even though you speak English? Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Though I fear that may have to be canceled now. Was Mr. Lettuce from the Republic of Borginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there's much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Lettuce was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren. That's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? You are the siren, right, Lami? That is the meaning of the name in Borganese, yes. It was a name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Ooh, that amazing music's on. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Lettuce. He was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Lettuce, can you hear me? Ask witness. Hang in there, Mr. Lettuce. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is Siren. He said Siren? Really? I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Lettuce said that? Asked the witness. And you're the Siren, Lami. Did you see what happened? Lami? Might I ask, are you with the police? Eh? Well, no. I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. What was this flip? But Lami, I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Oh, that was a bruh moment. Okay, well, I guess she doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Dang, that sucks. What's up, Mad Dinosaur? How you been? Also, there's Pokerompa Legendary Killings. Oh yeah, that one's cool. When you called me Mr. Blaze, that made me feel really old, dude. I'm just gonna be honest with you on that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That made me feel really old. Well, maybe I need to show her some other things. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? I forgot all about the brooch. I should be presenting stuff to people more. My brooch, yes. Well, it may be mine. Yours, Lami? But wait. Okay. I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see? I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lami's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Hey Blaze, hope your day is rocking. Who do you think will die first on Project Eden's Garden? Personally, I think it'll be Wolfgang or... Yeah, I think Wolfgang too. I agree with you on that. They're actually going to be showing some... There's going to be a reveal of Project Eden's Garden pretty soon. Time to start staring at people until they confess. I hope it's not Wolfgang. Not gonna lie, I like him. I do too. But he just seems like somebody that's gonna die first. The story is gonna be something along the lines of he knew too much. Maybe. No one's here either. Okay, maybe go back to the stage? Maybe I wasn't done talking to her. I felt like I was. Maybe not. Wasn't the crime scene her dressing room? It's not abnormal to lose something here for her. That's a good point. Is there anything I missed in here? Look, it's a postcard of Lami. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. It must be her native tongue, Borgonese. A landscape painter in sound. This is how it would translate, roughly. Please, take one. A landscape painter in sound? That's a nice image. Salutations to Blaze, moderators and fellow gamers. Well, welcome. E6, how you been? Lawyers don't solve mysteries, though? No. Why are we a lawyer and a detective? Is there other stuff I need to look at in here? I like the P on the wall. No clues here. Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard, under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass, a cruiser drum set, and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle. I'm not so sure about that last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. So is she like the Bob Ross of music? I guess so. That's funny. The Bob Ross of music. Mario, hi, what's up? July 8th, 12:22 a.m., backstage hallway. Whoa, who's there now? Ah, it's you. Where were you? Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops, maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. It's probably the gun, huh? What's gone? The body. Oh, the whole body is gone? Oh, I was not expecting that. The body, stupid. What else? Huh? Mr. Latouse's body has disappeared. What? Somebody just took the body? July 8th, Lami's dressing room. How do y'all lose a whole body? That's a good question. Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latouse's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Dang. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the investigation. There's no need for alarm, Forlorn Detective. Huh? All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. It was probably that weird magician guy that keeps appearing and disappearing. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latouse's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeter? Who's Geeter? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Geeters! Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. There's just so much going on in this case. I am so lost right now. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. There's just stuff going missing left and frickin' right. Well, we aren't assigned bodyguarding duty. How is it our fault? Yeah, that's a good point. Stop losing things, guys. Yeah, these people need to be more responsible with their things. Where'd Lami go? She just disappeared too? Also, after case 3, there's got to be a lot of flashbacks back to case 3. July 8th, 12:57 a.m. in the wings. Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Let's check it out. Wait, what the heck is this thing? Did something fall over? I'm not sure that's all that important right now. Let's check out that thing in the middle of the stage. Wait, whoa, what thing in the middle of the stage? Wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought I clicked it, but I guess I didn't. The guitar's been stolen. The thief must have played a lot of the game No Straight Roads Encore Edition, a game about rockers. What's up, Jetpack? Lami heard the case was gonna get really confusing and went audios. Yeah, she was like, I'm out. I can't solve this. You guys suck. That stage there must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lami and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Oh, scared of heights are we, Apollo? Stop whining and start climbing. Is anybody here scared of heights? It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 20 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. Oh, crap. Is it the body? We found 2 things we were looking for, and 1 thing we never expected to find. Holy s***! Whoa, Machi! What the heck? Now, wait, whoa. Hopefully Machi's not dead. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist Machi. Okay, a body has been discovered. All we need is ding dong bing bong. July 8th, 10:09 a.m. Write Anything Agency. Dang, that sucks, dude. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry. Tell me about it. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Oh wait, they arrested him? He was knocked out. Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi, the blind pianist, arrested on suspicion of murdering Roman Lataus. I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible. I guess they had proof of some kind. What proof could possibly... Morning. Prosecutor Gavin, you just show up with the song and everything? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all. Yet, the powers that be say that, given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What? What do you mean by the circumstances? Lamy was invited from Borginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, all right. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Her forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Ah, right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. Yeah, I do too. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney. So why are you here? What did you just say? Me? The defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lamy. Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this. Oh, crap. Lamy's gonna end up being the murderer. You can already tell. Blind musicians, I've seen this trope many times, for example, in Valkyrie Profile. A blind musician could work in Danganronpa. Imagine if Kaede had a blind sister or cousin. He just came to flirt. What else is new? That's a good point. July 8th, detention center, visitor's room. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute kid like that could do something so terrible. You said that already. How are we gonna talk to him? Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you could tell me about last night? We don't got an interpreter. And that is the easiest kid to blame too, right? Like if you were someone like Lamy and you ended up being the murderer, right? Like what better way than to put it on the little kid that no one can understand, right? And the murder on that person because you're the only one that can interpret him, right? So nobody's going to be able to, he has no way to defend himself whatsoever. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Doesn't Machi not even speak English? Yeah, exactly. Huh? Oh no. That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Lamy can help? But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to question Lamy. Well, what are we gonna do? That's, a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Oh, God. We're gonna be winging it, boy. We are gonna be winging it. I don't like where this is going. I do not like this whatsoever. This is gonna be a hard case. July 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. At least we got to save. Court is now in session for how do I say that? Machi, Your Honor. The pixie of the Archipelago, sorry. Right, his trial. Court is now in session. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is A-okay, Her Judge. Very well. Prosecutor Gavin. My opening statement, yeah? No. Actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about. Yes? Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to him? I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Why is it starting like this? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill. Right after this trial, the Chief Justice's son. The Chief Justice? His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems. So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day. Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending? Right. She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly. You're in luck, Her Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. What? First, to review the victim in this case. Yeah, judge is asking for advice just randomly, like in the beginning of the freaking trial. Romain Lataus, age 35. The global manager for Diva Songstress, Lamy. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This report has all the details. The court accepts this into evidence. Cool. 45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved. I suppose the victim's condition would have been much worse, considering. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed. The other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. Oh, there's the diagram. They're back. I love the D word. This is where the bullets hit. I see. The court accepts this evidence. Good old diagrams. Where would we be without those? If we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use. Really? Yeah, apparently. Weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. Oh my god, that's so messed up! The defense will take more care in choosing examples. We're calling you an old man! As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. We're ripping on the judge tonight. This dressing room has only one entrance, this door. That does seem to be the case, yes. However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots. He's talking about you and Emma, huh? Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible. Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person. One person? That is, of course, the defendant, Machi. Only this defendant could have committed the crime? But how? It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear. Very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Let the witness please take the stand. Here comes Emma. Your name and profession, please. Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on a security detail at the concert forum that night. Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say? Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder. Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know. I'm sure that makes her feel much better. I want to hear about these bigger mistakes. In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please. All right. She's got that sass. Plot twist, Machi has been a vampire for the past 130 years. That's crazy. Thanks for stopping by, Jetpack. Just little did we know, Machi is a cast member on Twilight. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room, filled with blaring rock music, and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. I thought you were chugging a gallon of milk for a second, Blaze. Ew, heck no. It was lucky that detective was the first on the scene. But that door was the only way out of the room, right? Isn't this what do they call this kind of a murder case? The locked room murder case or something like that? I forgot what they call it. There's a term for it. Yeah, pretty much. Then I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it? Looks like we need a bit more information. What's up, Toby? Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Locked room mystery. That's what it is, yeah. He plays if you don't like milk. Do you like chocolate milk or strawberry milk? Yes! Absolutely. Chocolate milk and strawberry milk are both good. Danganronpa did a couple of locked room mysteries? Yeah, they did. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Okay, let's press it. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? That's right. What was the detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods. Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day, you might say, the stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy? What? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys. That whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case. There he goes again. Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own. What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect. Uh-oh. How's he gonna rebuttal that? Love, slow acting and new. A Troquenin is waiting for you. He's singing something, I don't know. Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top? The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task. I see. I can accept that. Well, I can't. What do you mean? Please, the testimony. Dang! We didn't even get to hear what she had to say. He just slammed his gavel. He said, I don't want to hear that crap. Everyone's so mean to Emma, dude. He can't open his guitar case, so he's relying on the air guitar skills. Yeah, he doesn't even need a guitar. Just get up there and just air guitar. We were let in though. I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you. I gave the Feline special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again. Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now. Gee, great. Some other hangers on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. So no other outsiders were there then. And then, well, who's the magic guy that we kept seeing? At the beginning of this third set, I heard shots. I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. No, I think the concert was going on when the murder happened. You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos. Ah, hey, no snacking in court. And you're sure the shots came from Lami's room? Yes, absolutely. Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet. I'm getting snack-ooed in the court? Thanks. So, how about it, Emma? He's eating! We were right there. Hard to be mistaken about that. Please, either talk or eat. Not both at the same time. Right, so after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. I love that! Dude, I'm pressing everything. Dude, she is so amazing. Rock. Blaring, yes. When you say rock, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? That's right. When we went into the dressing room. Hey, no eating in the court. I think it was the start of the third song. Okay. Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. They piped sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage. Did it have to be so loud? You don't listen to the Gaviners with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume. When we walked in the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime. If you could hear that music playing, then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself. Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. Press again, press again, press again. How could you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility, the air vent. But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly? Machi, they're gonna say Machi. Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through there, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child. A child? Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed. And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child. Okay. Hold on. Theory time. I'm starting to think that Machi was in that room when the murder happened, right? Whoever the murderer was able to shoot Mr. Lataus through that little hole in the wall that we saw. And Machi went to escape. I don't know how the heck he escaped because obviously he can't see, right? And the killer threw the gun in there to make it look like Machi did it. So Machi saw it happen, kind of. You know what I mean? Like Machi was there, but obviously Machi can't really see it happen. Wait, wasn't Machi on stage since Lami was playing? He would have been playing on the stage, right? That's a good point. Maybe he was. The defendant. The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. But that's just conjecture. Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, her forehead. And there is another vital piece of evidence. Evidence? What? Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened. Wait, what? And something else was found, quite clearly. The defendant, Machi's fingerprints. What? So yeah, he had to be there then. He had to be in there. Order. Unless those fingerprints are fake, he had to have been in there at one point. That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, her forehead? What fairy tale does this suggest to you? Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie. Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience. So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. Machi is engineer. I believe that's enough of that. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict, even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit. I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. It can't be over already. Very well. I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence, the prosecution has presented our proof, clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain. Apollo, they've got us on the ropes already. We'd better come up with something quick. I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence or a witness that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. Without that, Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that could overturn the prosecution's case? If you do, you better tell us about it now. This is it, and so soon. If I mess this one up, it's all over. The court wants contradicting proof. Oh, crap. Dang. I don't know. Do I really even have any evidence? I don't really have any evidence for this in particular. But I don't think we should say I don't have proof, because I think that's wrong too. Let's just take a guess and do call a witness. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim that there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as a prosecutor. And on my million-seller hit song, Atroquinine, My Love. There he goes again. That's too bad, because there was a witness. Oh, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not? Oh, it has to be Lamy, right? Now I'm putting two and two together. Because I'm the only one in the world who knows this. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Lataus, can you hear me? Yeah, because he said to talk to the siren. You're cold. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Lataus. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is... Siren. Yep, we know. What? Victor said this before he died? Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not. What do you mean by that? All we know is what her forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. Ha! But it's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignored me completely. It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job. That's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours, unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty. Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for. There's no backing out now. Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice. Holy crap! They're ready to hammer it to me. They're ready to give me the gavel. Yeah, we're going with Lamy. Lamy? Recall Mr. Lataus' last words. Yeah, we've heard it like 8 times now, okay? The siren. Aha! He meant the siren. That's right. The siren of the ballad, Lamy. Lamy was only on stage for the second set. And she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness. I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, my claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime. Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination Please show Lamy to the witness stand. Lamy would say nothing the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today, we'll drag that story out of her no matter what it is. Here we go. She's probably not going to say anything. It is my distinct honor to welcome the siren of the ballad to our courtroom. You are too kind. Ah, you can speak English. Yes, I can. Though I am not very good, there is much I do not know. You speak so well. Have you spent time here before? Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language. Now, nor where I studied it. Huh? What does she mean she doesn't know? She lying! What the heck? I, too, thought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course. What's that? Lamy suffers from amnesia. What the heck? We didn't... What? Amnesia? Lamy is not my true name. Yet I remembered nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage. Whoa, she's even more mysterious than I thought. As lauded singer, Lamy, she lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. Well, now we're kind of screwed. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress. I see. I care surprisingly little about people's past. Okay, boomer. You have nothing to fear in this court, Lamy. Thank you. I thought he meant that in a mean way. The worst thing that can happen to a chat member is getting blocked by a moderator and losing contact with his favorite YouTubers. I gotta be more careful. Yeah, be careful. This case should be called Turnabout Flashback, I swear to God. Yet there is something I do not understand. I'm being called as a witness. What might I say? Yeah, we need to change our witness. No one will tell me anything of what happened. Lamy, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet, that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand. Oh my. Congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy. Ugh. Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. The true suffering here is the victim here every time we get a flashback of him. Yeah, I know, right? What I saw. As for what I saw nothing. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. Okay. I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying. I hope he was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying. There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the same sense to admit defeat and refrain from detaining her here longer than need be. Wow, you just got badder, Apollo. Way to go. Very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet. Lamy wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime. She must know something, and I've got to find out what. You have to leave for work in 20 minutes, but it's too cold to leave bed. Aw, I know the feeling. All right, I think obviously she's lying, right? Wasn't told the details. I want to say this is the lie right here. I did not return backstage after the second set. Let me look again. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things that I would probably press, but I think for sure she's lying here because we did find her brooch, and how would her brooch be at the crime scene? Objection! I'm sorry, Lamy, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not? Why, that's Lamy's. She was wearing it for a song. Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin? What? This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the crime. What? Lamy, how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And as Prosecutor Gavin had just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. Oh! What is the meaning of this? Lami, please explain. Lami? Oh, she's speaking in Morganese again. She says, English is quite difficult. That trick's not going to work here. Oh, heck no, you lying, girl. Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact. What now? In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment. Oh, not for a moment. For just a moment. What? Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak. Is she really saying all that? What's she talking about, Apollo? Right when the incident occurred. Is she talking about that? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Mr. Lataus, can you hear me? Oh my god. How many times are we gonna see this? Over and over and over and over again. Siren? How could a siren witness anything? Yipes. Emma, what was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind you. So this is when your brooch dropped. That explains that. No, she was definitely in the room. She had to be in the room. Noah, what's going on? How you been? It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it. But that's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch? Her forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence. So she looked in at the crime scene. Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Her forehead shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. A horrible voice indeed. Ugh. I closed the door immediately. Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony. That's too convenient. She's hiding something. Lami, you did look into the room though, right? Yes. Testify as to what you saw. Very well. Though it was only the briefest of glimpses. Okay. When my performance was finished, I went backstage for just a moment. I saw nothing. The late Mr. Taus's body was behind a wall. Girl, you might be lying. I can perceive here. Hold up. We saw nothing. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes this is a little creepy. How you examine people's bodies. It's hard to really see on her. I don't really see anything too suspicious. It has something to do with her mouth. Wait, why does her mouth stop moving? Is that a glitch? Is that a freaking glitch or what? Her mouth, her lips just stopped moving. Gotcha. What in the world? The late Mr. Lataus's body, you say? Yes. You know something more about Mr. Lataus's death than you're saying. What? I could see you try not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes. It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Lataus have to be shot? One moment, Lami. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Lataus have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something. I knew it. Lami, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your statement. How could that be? Take this. Lami contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it. I knew she was sus. I didn't see her swallow though, but I did notice that her mouth stopped moving as she was talking. But it just gave it to me. I guess I was supposed to look at her throat, but I didn't. I'm actually not sure on this one. I might need chat's help for this one. Which one is it, guys? Is it the investigation request? Did someone just get called sus for swallowing? Yes. The investigation report? Is the crime photo? You shouldn't have known he was shot. Oh, the autopsy report? Oh, okay. I got you. Tell me, Lami, how did you know he had been shot? Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Lataus had been shot. How could you have known? Oh! Got caught. She said, York. Lami, you aren't hiding something from this court, I hope. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Now I remember. Oh, now you remember, of course. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Of course. All we want to know is the truth. She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something. I know it. Even the victim said so. She has a face reveal? That'd be kind of dope. I bet you she's like very pretty. I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew Mr. Lataus had been shot. How would you see the bullet holes? That's already some BS. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the diagram on that one. Lami, they call you the siren of the ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature. A put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo. Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah? Come on, can I be cool for once? No. Observe the diagram. Lami, you looked in from the door for just a moment. Correct? Yes, that is so. There were bullet holes in the room, yes? But they were in the wall. The door is on. You see? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. York? I love her dress, though. It's cute. Lami. Yes? I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have something... You've been holding back something. And I must tell you. I must tell you what it is that I saw. Yes. The happenings in this trial are being recorded. And I'm certain it will be on the news in Borginia. You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it. Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. But she knew how Mr. Lataus died, and he named her as a witness. She must have seen something. Lami, you must have seen something, Lami. Very well. Lami, please continue your testimony. Very well, I shall. Lami, that's BS. Stop lying. I agree with that statement. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. No, that's how you shot somebody. That's where you shot somebody. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was. What? I am so confused. So you did witness the crime. And the killer was a grown person, you say? This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, her forehead. Very well, her, Mr. Justice. You may begin your cross-examination. Great going, Apollo. You were right about Lamy. What's wrong? You don't look too happy. This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Nice analysis, Blaze. Thank you, thank you. Blaze, you really think this pretty lady is the killer, really? It's always the pretty ones. It's always the pretty ones. I can only imagine how the chat is going to be after that thing is revealed. That's crazy. All right, let's press her on this because how is she so sure of that? How is she so sure? A grown person? That's a little vague. I am sorry. My skill with your language is lacking, I know. Certainly you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female. It was a man, a young man. And you're sure of that? Yes, his voice was quite clear. Voice? What's up, Tigers? How you been? Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter. As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. Okay. I mean, all right. It's not just singers. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man. So you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Lataus? Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? If it was Mr. Lataus who spoke, I would have known. Indeed. So you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man. Apollo, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't Machi. Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion of this testimony? I'm just gonna go with it. Screw it. Well, I'd have to say it's pretty good. Vital even. This shows that the shooter wasn't Machi. Ha! Surely you can't be serious, her forehead. Why not? Lamy, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature. What does the prosecution mean? Apollo, what's he talking about? How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? I recall the state of the crime scene quite well. The state of the room? Hey, Justin, thank you for the $2 super chat. Yo, tomorrow's my birthday? Well, happy early birthday. Everybody give Justin a happy early birthday in the chat. I'd appreciate it. Much love, dude. Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it. What? But I'm sure. Lamy, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. But my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser. But she's the only eyewitness we have. So you say. And the victim named her, the siren, as the witness. That's right. That's what Mr. Lataus... We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility, and it brought us to this. Her judge. Yes? The prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please. I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. There's indeed a question of the witness's credibility. But if Lamy can't testify, then we don't have a chance of proving Machi's innocence. Uh-oh. This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, you may continue making your case. That man said dank. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Furloin, detective again. Wait, let me hear Lamy's testimony one more time. But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as a need arises, this witness may leave the stand. I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. Danke. It was dank. Oh, so now the judge is like, wow, a witness isn't credible, right? At last, back to the real trial. Ready, her forehead? Ugh. I hope I didn't just miss my only chance. Purloined detective, how far had we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted? Don't ask me. I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I never repeat a song for an encore. If you would, Miss Sky. I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latouse's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling. Ah, yes. There was only one door in the room. And a witness. You was standing in front of it. That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through. I certainly would have had a difficult time. Yeah, you would. You're big. You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant. A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself. She does state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye. Wait, something caught the judge's eye? For like the first time ever? Oh, what's that? The circumstances of the defendant's arrest. The circumstances? Again? Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre. She's right. Dude, the judge is actually smart for once. Why did Mr. Latouse's body disappear from the room? And end up on the top of that stage tower? Holding a guitar, no less. A perceptive observation, her judge. Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You get a nose for things. Yeah, because it wasn't obvious at all, you know. The judge sure seems pleased with himself. Very good, Purloined detective. Perhaps you could tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? How would that little boy be able to move that big body? They keep accusing him. Wasn't Machi wearing all white? If they went through the vent, they'd be covered in dust and dirt. True. That's a good point. That's a good point. I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Salami's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant. And the sus goes right back to Lami. It does. Lami's song? Yes, the guitar serenade. You noticed its code too, did you not? Its code? All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held onto so tightly were stolen. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Mr. Latouse's life was taken by a bullet. How did Apollo forget this? The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, up together to the sky. That's mad. It's like a story out of some fairy tale. I admit, I had forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were. Hey, you know I was the one who first noticed that. I've heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing? It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge. It really is. Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next, the cross-examination. Hey, if only the judge heard about video games making people want to kill. I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing. So the killer fired the gun when the beat dropped. He's a blind child. How would he even climb up the tower dragging the corpse? I have no idea. A lot of things don't add up here. Machi practically left his signature at the scene. He moved the body to match Lami's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. Okay, let's see what she means by this. What do you mean by his signature? The bullet holes in the wall, of course. The bullet holes? The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall. And that means what exactly? That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range. Difficult to miss, you say? Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim. No, you can't be serious. Machi, he can't see. Yeah, right. How would he be able to load the gun, first of all? Second of all, the gun has so much kickback. He's a little kid. It would blow him away. And then on top of that, he can't see. So it'd be kind of scary to shoot a gun with a high caliber when you can't see anything. You know what I mean? That's why he missed? It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly. That reminds me. The monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound. A blind shooter. No wonder he missed. I knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think, Justice. What do I do now? I'm raising an objection on that. Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall. Yeah, exactly. They said it at the beginning. The gun would knock a grown man off his feet. What makes them think a kid could use it, right? But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see. Oh, how so? Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim. I mean, unless this little boy is Daredevil, like I don't see it happening. That's certainly possible. Bro, what the freak did they think he did? Just fired the gun and recoiled so hard he flew into the vent to escape? I guess so. And it might have been the revolver's fault. The revolver? The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why, it could dislocate their shoulder. Exactly. The defendant, Machi, is, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim. Okay. A convincing argument, to be sure. Haha, take that, smug prosecution. Apollo? Huh? What? That bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim? Aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it? Oh. Yeah, you are. It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point. Cripes, I really put my foot in it this time. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Forlorn Detective. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. Right. Well, this sucks. Yeah, they could have pulled the trigger during the struggle. From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind. Okay. I don't know. Might be time to save, low key. I need to save. Just in case. Now, I don't know really what to do here. From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind. I guess we can just show the crime photo. Objection! The prosecution holds that the shooter couldn't see. Okay, we got it right. That's good. A scientific conclusion based on a thorough examination of the crime scene. Yes. Apparently not thorough enough. I have a certain piece of evidence that completely overturns your claim. What? This is that evidence. A photograph of the crime scene. I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face, but this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point. Then perhaps you'd best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah? Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. Contradiction at the scene of the crime. Maybe the blood? The contradiction is right here. The smeared blood stains. I thought it was just my blurry vision. But it really was blurry. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I have seen many times in this court. It's almost as if he wrote something. Aha, I get it. At least I think I get it. Get what, Fräulein? When Mr. Litaus was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write in it but his own blood? Pretty good, huh? Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. That does seem to be a distinct possibility. The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Drat, I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that. Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer? I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. Neither would I. Oh, but they're not thinking, are they? No one has anything else to say? How would the boy be able to see that the victim wrote his name in the blood? He wouldn't be able to see that. There'd be no way. About what? So the prosecution accepts this. You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out? What's your point? What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name? Well, Mr. Litaus was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was. Wait, yeah, saw what it was. Once he saw what it was. But what did you just testify about the shooter? I said they were blind. Oh, yeah! Ah! Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi, is blind? He couldn't have been the shooter. Impossible! I feel so bad for this little boy. Order, order, order! Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what all this means. It's like they keep forgetting that he has a disability. It's like, it's so messed up. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet, up until now. Oh. It seems I owe the court an apology. No, you owe Machi an apology. The Gaviners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred. During our concert, apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner. I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here. Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us. I've got an idea. Let's rock. With these documents. But before that, I have a question for the Fräulein detective, if I may. What? Tell me, why do you think that Machi is blind? Huh? What did he say? What are you saying? Of course he's blind. Of course? He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Lamy lead him around by the hand all the time? Oh, we're assuming. Oh, we're assuming. That's not good. No way. I have a report here on the defendant, Machi. According to this, Machi can see perfectly well. What? We've been assuming he's faking? Oh my god, everyone would be canceled. Like, if this was 22, everybody would be canceled. Lamy would be canceled. Machi would be canceled. Just shut it all down. His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He could not see quite well. But you said... What did I say exactly? Her forehead. Not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fräulein detective. But that's A significant fact, yes. Consider Machi sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problems with this. But what about the bullet holes in the wall? Yes, the bullet holes. I believe her forehead neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was a kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. This is where the real fun begins, her forehead. Oh, crap. Bro, he got us. He got us. Backed us right into a corner. Do you guys remember the Twitch streamer? This was like a long time ago, but there was a Twitch streamer that faked being in a wheelchair. He faked being in a wheelchair, and it was a big deal when they found out that he was faking it. And on one of his live streams, I think it was, you see him get up out of the wheelchair. He forgets to turn the camera off. He gets up out of the wheelchair, walks around out of the room, comes back, sits down in the wheelchair, and then realizes the camera was still on. And he's like, oh, like he was caught, bro. He was so caught. I've never seen like someone blatantly get caught for faking having a disability of some kind. That was crazy. I mean, people fake disabilities all the time, but it's hard to prove it, right? Because most of the time you don't want to just tell somebody, oh, you don't have that disability, right? So it's like, that was the most like blatantly right there. We all saw it that it can get. That was crazy. Yeah, you guys should look it up though. It was an interesting story. I knew you didn't have what it took. Yo, you jerk. Just what I was in here for. Comic relief? Yeah, apologize. Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize. He's angered the Trucy now. Look out. Ahem, if we could please end the bickering now. Whatever. I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me. But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant. Don't say that. It's possible to need a wheelchair, but not all the time, which is very true. But at the same time, I think what he had claimed beforehand, his story was he was paralyzed from the waist down. So he couldn't move. Yeah, oh yeah, somebody just said it in chat. He was paralyzed from the waist down and used a wheelchair. However, during one of his streams, Zillion OP left viewers stunned when he appeared to walk off screen. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So it was the context of it, right? So he said that he was paralyzed from the waist down. If he would have just said that I needed a wheelchair, that's completely different. Because yeah, you could get up and walk around possibly, depending on what you have. Are these people forgetting that he doesn't speak English? How can he copy song lyrics to stage a crime scene? That's a good point. Aha! Aha, what? This blood stain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? That seems to be what happened, yes. We might be able to find out what was really written here. Really? You can do that? That's right, with this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it? It's a chemical that reacts to blood. I remember that. That was in the first game. Ah, yes. Have we done those tests yet? Ha. As if I'm going to tell you. The blood stains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now. Oh, nice. Right. Go for it, Apollo. Huh? I have to do the test? You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple. A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. Hey, what's up, Nuck? How you been? I hope you've been doing all right. Right. Ready? It's easy as pie. Just touch the screen to spray an area. Here, give it a try. The eyes of the entire court are focused on me. Oh, that's scary. Apollo, your hands are shaking. Let's do this. I've had a friend copy my DID near word for word. They also tried to convince my best friend to self-oof. So yeah, crap person. Yeah, see? It's just not right. It is just not right. 11037. No, I'm kidding. But it is numbers. What the freak? This game takes place in 2026. I'm pretty sure everybody in this courtroom will get canceled after this trial. Good point. Wow, it really works. This must be the power of science. It says IPXX314206. Is that the killer's name? Maybe it is. If the killer was a robot. Aha, I have it. So what is it? I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number? Why would Mr. Lataus even know a number like that? Good show, Fräulein Detective. Rock on. Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. It got blocked from a copyright claim? Aw, that sucks, Nuck. I have to double check that then. That really sucks. Maybe it's one of those copyright blocks where it's like only blocked in certain countries. Do you live somewhere else other than America? Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27. He was on the dot, 27. Hey, what's up, NBA Highlights? How you been? I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet if this number is really that of an Interpol agent. Oh, wait, I know. What if Machi's really an undercover Interpol agent? That would be a possibility. A possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain. Why did Lataus know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Machi. What are you talking about? Fräulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. You had me until that last bit. Does this not raise a rather straightforward question? Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see? Exactly. It makes little sense. Just eating and watching your streams. Good to see you playing Ace Attorney again. Well, thank you for coming to the streams, homie. I really appreciate you. What do you think, her forehead? Huh? Me? Machi pretended he was blind. Do you know why? How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time. Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why. I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else. What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Machi pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now? It wasn't for himself? Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? Possibly? I don't know. Yeah, well, every time they ask you that, usually you have something, so we'll have to just figure it out. Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Wait, let me check this, which means, no, it couldn't be. Let me check this out real quick, what Nuck was talking about. Nuck said that one of my videos got claimed or blocked or something like that. I don't remember, like, YouTube notifying me of that, though. Like, at all. Copyright, let's look. Persona 5. There's some other ones in here. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I don't see a block. Interesting. Maybe it was during when all those claims were happening for Danganronpa. You guys remember that? There was like a ton of copyright claims going around. It might have been during that, because I remember Man, I wish Danganronpa's, or I wish YouTube's copyright system was better. It really sucks. I'll have to double check it later. Interesting. You know, I don't ever call people out who are faking, like, you know, disabilities or anything like that. You know, you just have to give people the benefit of the doubt that people won't, you know, they have enough morality to not want to fake something like that. You know, I've seen so many videos like on YouTube and stuff that like people like try to call people out like, oh, I think so and so is faking this or faking that. And it's like, at the same time, it's like, I'm like, well, can you really say that to someone? You know what I mean? Unless you have like solid evidence or solid proof, it's really hard to just tell somebody that they're faking something. So it's such a gray area. Yeah, but the weird thing is my video never got claimed. Yours did though. Make that make sense? I don't know, Nook. It's weird. The copyright system is so I don't get it. Which means no, it couldn't be. Good show, her forehead. It seems you thought of something. Ugh. Why can't I figure these things out on my own? I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well. Look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. YouTube was better in 2007, you think so? I wasn't even around on YouTube at that time. I think YouTube sucked back then. I think YouTube was good around around when I started, like 2013, 2014 was like the peak of YouTube, you know what I mean? And streaming was getting big then too, and streaming was at its peak. I really liked 2013 and 14. Yeah, 14 through 16, yeah, like around that time. Shoot, I don't really know. Other than the postcard, I don't really feel like I have anything else. YouTube was good until Susan came into the picture. People really hate Susan. I've barely seen her. She like pops up here and there and says a couple things and then she disappears. Never see her again. Found at the crime scene. Turns out it belongs to Lamy. Huh. Read the postcard. Lamy, sightseeing unique. I can barely read that. All I see is sightseeing, so maybe I'm gonna go with that. Maybe it is the postcard. That is Lamy? Lamy and Machi. Recall their relationship? In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Lamy and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go. All times? Yet we have just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time? Well, wasn't it part of their performance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Machi did not need to be led by the hand at all. That could only mean one thing. Really? Really, it was all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamy. She's the blind one. What's this? So you mean to say that Lamy is she's... Yes, Your Honor. Lamy is blind. Oh, they are dropping bombs! What? What? This is crazy. Order, order, order! This is crazy. Prosecutor Gavin, see? The judge even says this is crazy. Is it now? Please shed some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim. The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead. Yet I see it as not vast and vain this time. He's quite correct. But that makes no sense. Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something? Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lami herself? I believe she is still in the witness waiting room. Apollo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Bailiff, bring in Lami. Okay, let me clear something up about YouTube, right? Because everybody goes like, they blame it on Susan and stuff like that. I'll be honest with you. What ruined YouTube isn't necessarily the company itself or the people running the company. It's more so capitalism, right? Like, businesses need to make money, right? What is the only way YouTube can make money? Through ads, right? They can only make money through ads. So who provides them with ads? Corporations, right? So with that being said, corporations pretty much run YouTube. Whatever if corporations are saying that they don't like something that YouTube is doing, or if something on YouTube is bad, then YouTube instantly has to just be like, they have to bow down to their knees to those corporations and be like, well, we got to change crap now. Which is why the copyright system is how it is now, right? Because corporations didn't want to put ads on videos because people were putting, because ads were being posted on videos that were like inappropriate, you know, that were like pornographic and stuff like that. And obviously ad companies didn't like that, right? So they went to YouTube and they're like, you need to fix something or we're going to take all the ads away and you're not going to get any revenue. So YouTube's like, well, we got to figure it out now. We can't just lose all our money. We can't let all these corporations run away. So they had to come out with this jank copyright system that we have today, which is really bad, by the way. Really poorly put together. But the same thing is happening with Twitch. Twitch is happening the exact same way. As soon as corporations say that they're going to take ads away, Twitch has to like double down, basically. They have to backpedal and say like, okay, well, we got to censor things now. We got to take things away from the viewers and whatnot, right? Or the content creators. It sucks. It really sucks, but you know, corporations, they run the world, man. Especially all this online stuff. It really, really sucks. Lami, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must. Please, do not be concerned on my behalf. Those eyes, she really can't see. Really? It is true. Now, I will say that Google Plus edition was really bad, though. Google kind of screwed up YouTube when they put the Google Plus on. That was a horrible idea. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Borginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world. So you are? Yes, I mentioned before. I have no memory of the time before I became Lami. Know too that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lami. I see. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial, her forehead. What's that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Now, Lami, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes? Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor? Yes, of course. Though I admit, I'm a little lost here. I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor. But yeah, Google is one of the biggest tech companies in the world. But then at the same time, who owns Twitch? Amazon, right? And Amazon and Google both need to make sure that their little investments make them money, of course, right? Which is why Twitch is ran so, you know, corporate nowadays, which is why YouTube is ran so corporate nowadays. They're investments for those companies. I have no memory of the light. So if YouTube or Twitch ever stopped making Amazon and Google money, best believe they're either going to change it so it does make them money, or they're just going to sell it to someone else. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. Dang, that's crazy. That's a big lie. But this is a murder trial. I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. I was to keep my blindness a secret, no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would. She told us the truth in the beginning, when she said she saw nothing. Yeah, she really did saw nothing. We didn't catch that. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add? I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me. I'm actually going to save right now. Perhaps it is best we let you get out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well, the defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness. Okay, there was only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy. When YouTube Rewind started to go downhill, that's when the site started. They've made them enough money to buy the earth and all the heavens, I know, right? But the crazy thing about capitalism is, even though that, you know, these people are rich and rich and rich and rich and rich, and they just get more and more and more money, right? They just want more and more and more money. Like it's a bottomless pit. It's a bottomless money pit. They just want more and more. They will never be satisfied. YouTube was peak in like 2012, 2014. Yeah, like right before the first adpocalypse, YouTube was popping. For sure. When the adpocalypse happened, that's when YouTube pretty much went downhill. This might be my perspective as someone struggling to get anything beyond the basics, but I feel no pity for the corporate overlords of YouTube and Twitch. I'll be honest with you, I agree with you. I don't feel bad for them either. I have no pity for them either. I mean, it's just sad that, you know, the world works that way. How do you think Mr. Beast is loaded? Because Mr. Beast knows how to run a business. That man is smart as heck. He knows how to make money. He learned how to work the algorithm to his favor, and it worked. And now he has tons of cash. Never thought we would talk about capitalism today. Usually we talk about food in this chat. Well, this game kind of made us do that a little bit. Made us talk about YouTube and such. Flashbacks to YouTube Rewind 2018. Those YouTube Rewinds are stupid. You know, like I said, it's all corporate, right? So like YouTube Rewind and even the YouTube Awards show, everything that YouTube has done, like I said, the YouTube Awards show, right? It's not about the content creators. They don't care about that. Who is in the YouTube Awards shows? Big singers, you know, actors, people who are already famous. They don't care about the content creators on the actual site. It's all corporate. Then Twitter happened. Yeah, then Twitter happened. Okay. I think it is time to end the stream, though. I appreciate you guys for coming, though. Thank you, thank you. It almost like I zoned out when we started talking about capitalism. Yeah, I feel you. It's not a fun topic sometimes. What I thought was gonna happen was me seeing everybody be in horror of Lami's condition and be like, I was a bully to this woman, but then capitalism. Me listening to this and immediately think about the situation with Corey Kenshin that's going on. Oh yeah, Corey was talking about the racism and the favoritism. Yeah, there's definitely favoritism. There's favoritism everywhere. I mean, no matter what job you have, you're always going to encounter favoritism. Racism, I don't like to call racism on things for the most part. I don't really see the racism on YouTube or anything like that, but I definitely do see the favoritism on Twitch, on YouTube, and all these different sites. Obviously, if you're a big streamer, if you're a big YouTuber and you're making them money, they look the other way sometimes. Sometimes you can break the rules a few times and they don't really care, right? But if you're a small YouTuber and you're breaking the rules, you're gonna get that ban. You're gonna get that big ban, right? Doesn't really matter what color you are. It just matters about your clout, how much money you're actually making that site. I'm pretty sure Corey's on the favorite side, but corporate does not think so, I guess. I don't know. I saw Corey's video and I don't know how I really feel about that, honestly. Because I feel like, in a way, he's on the favorite side. I don't know. I just feel like YouTube's system is just really weird and it works really stupidly. And I feel like he's kind of blaming it on racism and favoritism, but I'm just like, I don't think it was that necessarily, because I definitely know some people who also got claimed on that same section that he did. So I don't know. I feel like he was just really upset about him getting claimed on that video for the most part. But I wouldn't say that it was racism or favoritism in play. But I mean, it is out there, definitely. Blaze is literally the end of the stream and you continue to ignore me. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Litton. Hi. True, big YouTubers weren't that affected by the Danganronpa copyright claim like Game Grumps. Yeah, like that, for instance. Like, I got freaking smashed, bro. Actually, Weeby did too, a little bit. I was one of the first ones, but Weeby kind of did also. But yeah, like Game Grumps, I didn't see them say anything about it. Berleezy, I didn't see him say anything about it or anything like that. That's why I said, like, the favoritism is definitely out there for sure. But with that being said, I think we should end this stream. Thank you guys for coming. It was a great conversation that we had today. It was a great stream. Was Cub Scouts affected? Nope. Jay didn't say nothing. That's what I'm saying. It starts from the bottom. Like when things like that happen, it starts from the bottom and it works its way up. But it never got to the point. Bijou Mike said he was affected. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think he did comment on something that I was talking about. I played Danganronpa, but I have to ask my sister to use the game card. Aw. All right. Well, have an amazing day, everyone. Bye.